Coming up next on CPT, more hate messages on campus, what the Curry community is doing to fight back.
A semester of hurricanes and the Curry students affected by them. Hear their stories.
Are you being detoured by campus construction? We'll tell you how this temporary inconvenience will give us a brighter future.
Curry Primetime Report starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Curry Primetime Report. I'm Kirby Bryce.
And I'm Kelly Petitpas. Let's get right to the stories making news on campus. After a month into the semester, Curry has been hit with at least 4 reported bias incidents on campus. 2 of these incidents happened in 886, where derogatory notes were written to the students, and 1 had their room invaded and more terms were written on their mirror and whiteboard. The 3rd incident involved a note about a victim's half-race ethnicity on their car window in Bells Hall's parking lot. As a result of this, President Quigley held an open forum on September 29th, where there was a big turnout. President Quigley told the crowd this was not what Curry stood for.
And if you know what's happening, tell us. It has to stop for all of us.
But protesting students were not satisfied, staying long after the speeches ended to tell the president more needed to be done. Some students also brought up the most recent attack inside the studios of WMLN, where a derogatory comment was left on an office door. CC8 has learned that a male student has confessed to this incident and also confessed to an incident last semester that took place in 886. It's not clear if he's also responsible for the most recent incidents this semester at 886. The unidentified student is now suspended for 2 semesters, but could face expulsion. We will keep you updated in the meantime with more demonstrations are planned as Curry tries to heal after these vicious hate messages. CPT will air President Quigley's full address immediately following this newscast. And we also invite you to watch the end of this newscast to see how Lieutenant General of the Air Force Academy recently handled a racial incident among his cadets. His message is powerful and can hold some answers for Curry too.
The Boston Police Department is investigating an off-campus incident involving the robbery of 6 Curry College students at 43 Bow Street in Hyde Park. Police say the 6 students were approached by 4 men at the court and had their cell phones, wallets, and keys taken from them. One of the men displayed a weapon. Director of Public Safety, Paul King, encourages students to still take advantage of off-campus opportunities and to contact Public Safety if you have any concerns or need assistance.
Since this semester started, Mother Nature has been relentless. 2 Category 5 hurricanes have hit many U.S. states and territories, killing scores of people and causing billions in damages. Here at Curry, these hurricanes have hit home. I recently caught up with 2 students whose family and friends are feeling the effects.
As another easygoing semester gets started at Curry College, down south, people are fighting for their lives. Between hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria, the destruction in Texas, Florida, and Puerto Rico is devastating. Ben Trula of the Curry College rugby team has first-hand knowledge of the destruction going on in Florida and Puerto Rico.
I was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico, but I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. There's always hurricanes in Florida. We're known for that. It's like blizzards to you guys up here. My best friend in Puerto Rico, his house got completely destroyed from Hurricane Maria. And some of my family in St. Thomas has to stay with us now in Florida because they don't have access to anything.
Florida and Puerto Rico aren't the only places facing these natural problems. Texas also faces its own set of problems with Hurricane Harvey.
Curry College senior from Texas, John McWaters, knows the fear of having family down in Houston.
It sucked. There's a tremendous amount of flooding in near A&M, one of the schools in Corpus Christi, I believe.
John wishes Curry College would do more to help.
I don't think they are. I haven't seen or heard anything in it. It's upsetting.
Ben also hopes for the same thing.
To try to start a donation charity.
If you would like to donate, reach out to the Red Cross at redcross.org.
In addition to redcross.org, you can also text a donation by texting Red Cross to 90999. This will give $10 to disaster relief.
This year, the Diversity Committee and the Office of Diversity and Inclusion is holding its 2nd annual What is Diversity contest. This contest is used as a way for people across campus to tell us what diversity means to them. It is open to the entire Curry College community, including all students, faculty, and staff, and you can enter as either an individual or a group. You can enter the contest by submitting an essay, poem, video, performance, or anything else by October 14th. Submissions should be emailed to diversity@curry.edu. That's diversity@curry.edu by October 14th. Winners will be announced October 18th at an event where all entries will be displayed. There will be 3 winners overall. Good luck to those entering.
Still to come on CPT, take a look inside the newly upgraded WMLN radio station.
And how is the construction on the quad affecting your path to class? Stay with us. Welcome back to CPT. The current science building was built in the 1950s and has since outlived its usefulness. That is why a new science building is being constructed next door. CPT's Stacy Circuson tells us more.
The sounds, site, and construction of Curry College's new science building are hard to miss and causes some students some minor inconveniences.
The construction on campus is obviously for a great cause, but the detours is causing a major issue on my way to class.
All these minor inconveniences will soon be worth it as Curry College received a $10 million tax-exempt bond for the science building renovations. Biology major and chemistry minor, senior Sandra Richardson, has very high hopes for the new science building, even though she will not be here to enjoy it.
And unfortunately, I won't get a chance to actually enjoy it, but I see that it's going to be really great, helpful for students to have a place to study, have a place to be, near the teachers, and it just creates an environment that people want to be in the building, be around, this type of environment, and it's going to make it so much better for students.
Professors also look forward to the new science building, as they will be getting new classrooms, study areas, and equipment.
The new science building will positively impact the school because it will provide a space for scholarship between faculty and students. So there'll be a space for students to complete their independent research project, a space for faculty members to complete their research, and more space for different classes to spread out. So it'll really allow us to expand what we can offer here at Curry College.
The science building is highly anticipated by professors and students. It is clear that it'll be a great addition to the Curry College campus. I am Stacey Circuson reporting from CC8.
No doubt that this will be a great building, but in the meantime, it's creating detours and noise. CPT took to campus to get a student reaction.
It's longer walks, kinda slows me down, but other than that, not too big of a deal.
It's definitely gotten in the way of people's routes to their classes as well as to the STU, like Student Center. And because of that, we have to go longer routes, so we gotta carry a lot of stuff, so it kind of gets annoying.
The construction's a little bit difficult, especially when you're trying to drive back and forth and walk to class because they blocked off all the sidewalks to go all the way around. Kind of sucks.
It's a real pain. I gotta go walk around North Hall now just to get to my classes now, and yeah, it stinks.
I have to walk a lot further. That's one thing, so I don't like to walk.
I feel like they should have more police officers out. I've almost gotten hit by 2 cars.
So far, I haven't really noticed it that much because I live on the opposite side of campus, but it is very annoying because I do like theater and stuff, and we can hear it from inside the theater.
It's too much noise.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm in class and you just hear people drilling, hammering away and doing stuff.
I love Curry, but this construction makes me cry. It actually does. I walk up this way because I live in Mayflower. I walk up it, and then I have to detour up here, so that adds 5 minutes on.
Today I just had to take a tour around a detour around the science building, but that was basically about it. It hasn't really affected me that much.
Curry College has installed 16 brand new video cameras around campus. Public safety officials say these cameras were installed to better monitor areas in remote areas of campus. They also said they are not designed to invade the privacy of students or staff. Cameras are located at many of the gates around campus, as well as the rear of some residence halls.
One of the new hot additions on campus this fall has been the revamp of the Hafer Cafe into a Starbucks. The Starbucks is open during regular cafe hours and serves all your favorite lattes and frappuccinos, as well as a variety of snacks and pastries. ZPT took to campus to find out what students think of the new Starbucks.
Haven't been yet. Must have. I'll have to go.
It's probably going to be long lines every day. I mean, I did like the Hafer Cafe, but now it's totally switched up. They should have almost split it in half maybe, but they couldn't.
I like it. It's very good. I like it so far.
Oh, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm definitely excited to try it, so it looks cool.
I do love coffee. I've never had Starbucks, but I'm excited to go try it.
I think it's great because I love Starbucks, but I think that a lot of students are going to be unhappy because it's a lot more expensive than the original cafe.
I didn't know there was a new Starbucks on campus.
You may use your points and Kernel Cash to purchase items. While many students are happy with the addition, some are saying that the drinks aren't quite up to par. But we have heard that the baristas are taking the recipes home and trying to learn and perfect them for Curry students.
Curry's on-campus radio station has received some significant upgrades. Thanks to a generous donation of $50,000 by alum Joe Kamnikaw, many of the facilities over the WMLN have undergone a complete makeover. The new amenities include a new desk, new monitors, soundproofing, carpeting, and even a new roof for the station. Renovations began over the summer break and finished up just in time for the start of the fall semester. Professor Alan Frank, the director of the radio station, told the Courier-Times that he hopes the renovations attract even more students to the popular radio department, which has been a Curry College institution for over 40 years.
Curry now allows students living on campus to have free HBO Go by going to hbo.com or downloading the HBO Go app. This will allow residents to have access to tons of great shows like Game of Thrones. We took to campus to find out what students think of this new perk.
I think it's pretty awesome because not a lot of students have the ability to watch the shows they want on campus. Maybe they don't have Netflix account or a YouTube account, and I think it's really nice because they can finally watch Game of Thrones.
I think that's great. I think that people are allowed to watch like Game of Thrones now, and that's pretty cool.
I think it's awesome. I really do, because you know how HBO is like really, really expensive. So I think it's really nice that they're offering it to us for free.
I think it's great because you don't have to pay for it. You can watch the shows that you can't watch on Netflix.
So I love HBO. HBO is like my favorite. I've seen everything on HBO.
That is like really cool because then we can watch whatever TV shows that we want whenever.
I think it's really awesome. A lot of my residents, I'm an RA, were really excited about it. They were a little disappointed it was after Game of Thrones, but they can still catch up.
It's pretty awesome. You get to just watch whatever you want. I think it's a big thing for Curry because I don't think we've ever had anything like that.
I don't really watch it, but I feel like that's good for all the other students, you know, so I feel like that would be a great opportunity. Why not?
Yo, I'm so excited for that. I got to get into my account. I'm so excited, like actually. I can't wait to watch Game of Thrones. I need to catch up.
For the record, it's true that students living off campus will not be able to use the service. It's a resident-only feature.
Now it's time to check in with Alan Chaco to get the stories making news on other college campuses with our College Roundup. Alan?
Thanks, Kirby. A new trend called Jansporting, or putting a full backpack on somebody who's drunk while they are asleep to prevent them from rolling over and throwing up, has been popping up on college campuses around the country. Students think it's safe, but public officials and doctors are strongly against such acts. It can cause more issues in both breathing as well as spinal and bone issues. If you have any questions about Jansporting potential risk, contact Kirby's Health and Wellness Center at 617-333-2182. Recently, 4 Boston college students were attacked with acid outside of Marseille St. Charles train station while on a semester abroad in Paris. A 41-year-old French woman was arrested by police and is believed to cause this incident. The attack is not believed to be terrorism, and the students walked out with minor injuries, though they may need burn-related treatments in the future. Racist graffiti was discovered at the Salem State University baseball field on September 29th and was sprayed painted onto both the fences and benches surrounding the facility. Salem State's president addressed the situation in a school-wide email, citing it as, quote, troubling and that such language has no place at our university. So far, police have no suspects in relation to this incident. That's the College Roundup. I'm Alan Checo for CPT. Kirby, Kelly, back over to you.
Thanks, Alan. Still to come on Curry Primetime Report. Tim Smith joins us for the sports report, including the surprising early success of the football team.
And one of Curry's largest majors celebrates their 40th anniversary. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to CPT. Registration is now open for the Fall 2017 Career Conference, which will take place on Wednesday, November 1st from 12:30 to 5:30 in the Hafer Parents Lounge. The conference will contain several events, from managing your career in the gig economy, a fireside chat-style keynote with speaker Diane Mulcahy and Professor Bob McNeil. 2 workshop sessions with several options for each session and plenty of time for networking with various local employers, alumni, faculty, and students in attendance. All students, faculty, staff, and alumni are welcome to attend, but keep in mind that registration ends on Friday, October 27th.
In previous years, commuters never had a chance to have a meal plan, and there were only 2 meal plans available. One was the residential 14 meals a week, and the other one was the 17 meals a week. Now, commuters get the chance to have a meal plan. They have 3 options. The first one is 25 board meals at the cost of $275. The second option is 50 board meals at the cost of $500. And the third option is 75 board meals at the cost of $675. This gives commuters an opportunity to eat in school without leaving campus. With this new service, we thought it was a good time to talk to students on campus to see what else they changed about Curry's meal plans.
The fact that commuters would be able to get it automatically instead of just like having to apply for it, I guess.
Everything. If they could carry over, you know what I'm saying? Like if meals could carry over.
Weekly?
Yeah, weekly, yeah.
I'd have to say more flavors of ice cream.
Chipotle, KFC, everything else, but this stuff right now.
I don't think there's enough healthy foods or quality, clean options.
The breakfast is pretty gross.
Yeah, the breakfast is pretty gross.
I don't really eat the food here.
How come?
I don't like the food.
I think it should be cheaper because a lot of people don't eat 10 meals a week.
Stop putting laxatives in it, please.
I know for me, being a commuter, the meal plans are definitely a great option because now I can stay on campus and not lose my parking spot.
I mean, I live on campus and I don't really use mine that much, honestly. I only have like 10 meals a week, I think.
Yeah.
We move on now to CPT Sports. Tim Smith joins us with a look at how our fall teams have been doing. Tim?
Thanks, Kirby. Colonels football is having their first winning season since 2009. The Colonels are 3-1 as they came away with their first loss of the season 2 weeks ago to Union College. Senior quarterback Alex Corvise is having a standout year with 6 passing touchdowns and 5 rushing. Nick Villanueva takes the top spot for the receivers with 2 receiving touchdowns. The Colonels are coming off a bye week and are ready to face off against UMass Dartmouth Saturday, October 7th at 1 o'clock. On the 4th of October, the volleyball team hosted the University of New England and couldn't come away with a win, losing 3-1. With this loss, they are now 500 with an 8-8 record on the year. Senior Nicole Rice leads the team in points with 171. Grace Stafford adds 149.5 points. The volleyball team will travel to Rhode Island Tuesday, the 10th, to play Roger Williams at 7 o'clock. Men's soccer came up short this past Tuesday, October 2nd, as they lost to Leslie College 1-0, making their record 6-5-1. The Colonels' top goal scorer this season is Ben Sylvia with 8 goals. He adds 2 assists and 18 total points. Paul DeMel has started in goal for all 12 games this season with a 78 save percentage, while picking up 46 saves and only allowing 13 goals against. The Colonels will face off against Eastern Nazarene on Friday the 6th, and then will travel to Williamstown Saturday the 7th to play Williams College. The women's soccer team played Framingham State last night, the 4th, in an incredible double overtime game which ended in a 1-1 tie. This makes them have a record of 7-3-3 on the season. Senior Corinna Tassoni leads the team with goals with 5. She adds 3 assists and totals 13 points this season. Goalkeeper Christian Bazoda has started in all 12 games this season with a save percentage of 72.9 while racking up 51 saves and only allowing 19 goals. On Saturday, October 7th, they play Eastern Nazarene at 5:30. Go support them as it is Olivia Strong and Strong for Abbey night. The men's tennis team is off to a rough start this fall as they lost to Rhode Island College 9-0 of the first match of the season. They look to bounce back on Saturday, October 7th at noon when they face Emerson College here at Curry College. In women's tennis, they are off to a slow start as well with a record of 2-11. They had a match this past Wednesday the 4th at Endicott, which they came back to Curry with a 9-0 win. Their next match will be at 3 o'clock Tuesday the 10th against UMass Dartmouth. For sports, I'm Tim Smith. Back to you.
Thanks, Tim. In other news, one of Curry's largest majors is celebrating its 40th anniversary.
That's right. Our nursing program started in 1977, and today it's Curry's largest major. The degree granting program began when Boston Children's Hospital phased out its program and Curry took it over. Curry's program started with an associate's degree, but now it offers bachelor's and master's degrees. Recently, the nursing program began Curry's first school ever, the School of Nursing with its own dean.
We congratulate all of the nursing alums and current nursing students.
And here's to another 40 years.
Before we end this edition of CPT, we want to take another moment to talk about the hate crimes in the vigil held outside the Student Center on September 29th.
We saw a lot of solidarity that day here on campus, but we know a lot more needs to be done. Recently, the Air Force Academy was hit with a hate crime incident where racial slurs were found on message boards in the Academy's prep school. It was similar to what happened here at Curry.
Lieutenant General J. Silveria gathered all 4,000 cadets together and told them as one group the following message.
It's a strong message, and one that should apply to Curry as well. Please watch, and we'll see you next time on CPT.
You may have heard that some people down in the prep school wrote some racial slurs on some message boards. If you haven't heard that, I wanted you to hear it from me. If you're outraged by those words, then you're in the right place. That kind of behavior has no place at the prep school, it has no place at USAFA, and it has no place in the United States Air Force. You should be outraged not only as an airman, but as a human being. And I'll tell you that the appropriate response for horrible language and horrible ideas, the appropriate response is a better idea. So that's why I'm here. That's why all these people are up here on the staff tower. So let me have everybody who's up here, please pull forward to the rails. Also, there are so many people here, they're lining the outsides along the windows. These are members of the faculty, coaching staff, AOCs, AMTs, from the airfield, from my staff, from my headquarters. All aspects of the 10th Air Base Wing, all aspects that make up USAFA and the United States Air Force Academy. Leadership is here. You heard from Brigadier General Goodwin. Brigadier General Armacost is here. Colonel Block from the athletic department is here. Mr. Knowlton is in Washington, D.C. right now. That's why they're here. That's why we're all here, because we have a better idea. Some of you may think that that happened down in the prep school and doesn't apply to us. I would be naive, and we would all be naive to think that everything is perfect here. We would be naive to think that we shouldn't discuss this topic. We would also be tone deaf not to think about the backdrop of what's going on in our country. Things like Charlottesville and Ferguson, the protests in the NFL. That's why we have a better idea. One of those ideas, the dean brought people together to discuss Charlottesville. Because what we should have is a civil discourse and talk about these issues. That's a better idea. We received outstanding feedback from that session at Charlottesville. But I also have a better idea. and it's about our diversity. And it's the power of the diversity, the power of the 4,000 of you and all of the people that are on the staff tower and lining the glass, the power of us as a diverse group. The power that we come from all walks of life, that we come from all parts of this country, that we come from all races, we come from all backgrounds, gender, all makeup, all upbringing. The power of that diversity comes together and makes us that much more powerful. That's a much better idea than small thinking and horrible ideas. We have an opportunity here, 5,500 people in this room, to think about what we are as an institution. This is our institution, and no one can take away our values. No one can write on a board and question our values. No one can take that away from us. So just in case you're unclear on where I stand on this topic, I'm going to leave you with my most important thought today. If you can't treat someone with dignity and respect, then you need to get out. If you can't treat someone from another gender, whether that's a man or a woman, with dignity and respect, then you need to get out. If you demean someone in any way, then you need to get out. And if you can't treat someone from another race or a different color skin with dignity and respect, then you need to get out. Reach for your phones. I'm serious. Reach for your phones. Okay, you don't have to reach for your phones. I'm going to give you an opportunity to reach for your phones. Grab your phones. I want you to videotape this so that you have it, so that you can use it. So that we all have the moral courage together. All of us on the staff tower, lining the glass, all of us in this room. This is our institution. And if you need it, and you need my words, then you keep these words. And you use them, and you remember them, and you share them, and you talk about them. If you can't treat someone with dignity and respect, then get out.